question is asked in over Frontend interview. You're given a 2D array which contains only 0 and 1s. If value is 1, then you need to render a box. Otherwise, you don't need to render anything. If I click on this box, so the boxes should got selected, and after selecting all the boxes should got unselected in the order of selection. Like here you can see the order. If I follow another order, let's follow another order and select all the boxes, then you can see the order of deselection. So without wasting time, let's get started. I have the data. So first let's create a component layout .tsx, and here we can create a component. And let's remove import react. Let's remove layout also. Let's take data as a prop. I'm taking data as a prop, and the type will be 2D array. Let's take it as number of 2D array. Let's pass data from app.tsx. Import layout also. Add layout. Here we need to pass data as data. And now let's break down the task in parts. So first we need to render box if value is 1, and after this on click select box. After selecting all the box, deselect in the order of selection. So first we need to render box. So let's render boxes. Here from this 2D array we can get an flat array which is 1D. So let's create, and here we can use memo for memoizing, and here we can return data dot flat, and we can pass depth as infinity, and dependency will be data. When data is changed, it will recalculate. After flat data, we can use this flat data dot map. Here I will got box and index. Here I need to return div. Let's return div from here. Here we need to add class name. Then we can use CLSX. In CLSX, I am passing the class name as box. Now we need to add CSS for this box. Let's add CSS dot box. Need to give some height of 40 pixel. Also we need to add width of 40 pixel. Let's add border solid black, and then you can see the boxes. Let's add class name to this parent div container. Let's add CSS on container display grid and grid template columns. Can give one FR, one FR. Then you can see the boxes. There we need to add max width with content. Now you can see the grid. Let's add gap also, gap of 5 pixels. Now we need to go layout, and here we don't need to render box if value is 0. Here what we can do is we can add checked here and add class name visible if box is 1. Otherwise add hidden box is 0. Now we need to create visible class. Let's create visible. Here we can shift this border to visible class, and now you can see the boxes. The second task is to select a box on click. Let's create a function const handle click, and in this function we will take box which will be type of number, and index which will also be type of number. To keep a track of selected box, we can use set data structure here. Selected box, set selected, use stat. The default value is new set. We need to handle a case. If box value is 0, then we don't need to select it. So we can add case here, box is 0, or we can add a box is already selected, then we don't need to select it. For this, selected box as index. We can simply return the function. After this, we need to select this box. For this, we can use set selected boxes previous value, and then we can return new of set. And here we can pass previous dot add index. And we need to add this function to on click. So let's add click and pass callback here. Click. Box is 1, then pass 1, otherwise pass 0, then pass index. After that, I need to check if box is selected, then I need to give background of green. So here I can add class name selected, and here we can use selected boxes dot has index. It has index, so I need to give selected class. Let's add selected class dot selected. Here we can simply give background color of green yellow. After that, if I click on this box, so the box will got selected. Now we need to do third task, which is for after selecting all the boxes, we need to deselect all the boxes in the order of selection. For this, we need number of ones in the flat array. So here we can create a variable size, and we can use memo for memoizing, and flat data dot reduce. In reduce, first we need to pass callback. In callback, I will got accumulator, and which is type of box is 1, then we need to return accumulator plus 1, otherwise return accumulator, then we can pass initial value as 0. Now we have size, and here we need to pass dependency array. When flat data is changed, it will recalculate it. Now we have the count of the ones. We can add effect here, use effect. Let's pass callback. Here we need to add condition if size equals selected box dot size, and in dependency array we need to pass selected box. If it's true, then we can call handle deselect. Now we need to create this function. Let's create handle deselect, copy handle select, paste it here. Let's create a copy of the selected box. Let's call it as selected array. Here we will use array from selected boxes dot. After that, we can create a function remove, and in the remove function we can check if selected array dot length, then we can do something. At every function call, we need to remove the first key. For this, let's add key selected array shift. After that, we need to remove this key from selected boxes also. Let's add selected box previous. We can create dated keys of new offset of previous, then updated key dot delete key, then we can simply remove updated key. After that, we can add timeout. Let's add set timeout. Here we can pass handler as remove and the delay of 400 milliseconds. And we also need to call this function. Let's call set timeout remove delays 100 milliseconds. Let's try if it works. I select all these boxes. Select all these boxes. It is not working. Let's try to find out the issue. The issue is I need to add this function call after remove. So now you can see the order of deselection. If I select in another order, select all these boxes, then you can see the order of deselection. The optimizations we can do is we can simply remove this handler. So let's create reference. handle reference. You can use reference. Type will be no. Then we can use this here. Handle reference dot current equals set timeout. You can also add it here. And in else part, we can simply remove this interval. Clear interval. Handle reference dot current. If I save and again check all these boxes, let's select, then you can see it is working properly. If you learn something from this video, please make sure you subscribe to our channel.